Hello ladies and gentlemen, Green here, and today we're going to do a full review of the update 4.1. We're going to go over the good things, we're going to go over the bad things, and we're going to certainly go over the bugs, because there's a few bugs that were brought by this patch, and it's very important for us as a community to point them out so they get fixed. So with all that being said, if you enjoyed the video, make sure you hit that subscribe button since a huge percentage of you are not subscribed, and it only takes one click. You can always change your mind, and with all that being said, let's get into it. And by the way, if you have not noticed, there's going to be a new icon for Silver Banshee abilities that she disables. This is going to be one of the hidden changes they done this patch, and stay tuned for more. So starting off with a small good thing that I don't know if you guys noticed, but I did indeed notice, it was the fact that you get a much better opponent finding system in the arena. Because previously, if you wanted to beat high point teams, you'd have to scroll through much more until you found one. Now you're going to easily find one. Like so far today, when I used the multiverse team, because my multiverse team can take on pretty much any team, I did not refresh opponents once because I was always granted high threat opponents. And that's a very good thing, because after 3.5 years of this game being live, they seem to have finally managed to implement a good opponent refresh system and an easy system for us to get high amounts of points. And also in the arena change that I'm not sure if you have noticed in the arena store, and no, don't get your hopes up, we still got the garbage characters over here, but in the gears they have reintroduced gears of some characters. We have over here gears for Scarecrow and Captain Cold. For those of you unaware, Scarecrow and Captain Cold before this year's update of the Arena Store were previously in the Arena Store. So this can mean one of two things. One, it means that they will now come as Arena Season characters. Two, NetherRealms realized that they are not characters that can really milk out those gears to be bought with real money, and they are like, we might as well just hand them to them. So this is it for the arena. Let's move on. Another thing that was introduced was the artifact chance effect system. And I'll have another video coming up about this today, and we'll go more in depth about each of those bonuses. And first, when I saw this, I thought that it would be a bad thing, because it would mean that we would have to drastically change the builds of the characters. But it seems like the only percentage thing that is going to maybe affect the build is going to be the resistance, because resistance is going to be the only bonus that this provides that's going to overlap with the normal build. All the other bonuses that they provide are not going to overlap with the normal build, and you will not have to drastically change your build because of this. And they're going to give certain bonuses. You can get attack, you can get increased dot damage, you can get little attack damage, you can get power generation, health, and more damage on special 1, special 2, and special 3. And I think this is overall a good thing. Like, first of all, you get them for free when you level up a character, and secondly, since they don't really require for you to change your build, this is like free additional bonuses. Like, in Just 2 Mobile is not the most competitive game in the world. In Arena you can easily be fine with competitor 1 or something like that, and those are not going to be effective in Arena so much. I mean, they are not going to change the pace of the Arena. In Champions Arena it might have some certain effect, but it's not going to be so much about the PvP experience, but it's going to be something about the player versus bosses and versus soul raid bosses. And on one hand you get those things for free, so it's just something additional over what you had. It's something to help you towards something. But on the other hand, those reforges are going to be hard to get, and so far they are chest exclusive, and you can only get them from the chest that they added. When they said in the update notes that they are going to add a new daily pack, I was not thinking about that crap daily pack in the shop that we'll get to immediately. I was thinking about the fact that they would add a reforge a day for those, and the reforge a day for those would be amazing. And it will take a hell of a long time as things are now to get one perfect artifact. You're going to most likely, if you want to go all the way and have perfect artifacts and perfect builds for everybody, you most likely will need to have more artifacts, more level 10 all blades, but at the end of the day you don't need to. Like, overall, this system is a good system, is a little bit of a pay-to-win system, but at the same time is not going to hurt the the new players, because it's not like they are adding something that not everybody has access to, or they are going to have access hard to. They are adding something that's going to buff another thing that everybody has access to, and it's going to be a little bit harder to kind of play around with that buff. But overall, I think this is a good thing, and I can't wait to see what people are going to be able to do with those bonuses. Okay, let's get actually we're still in the roster. They've made some interface changes around here with the gears and stuff. Personally, yeah, I really appreciate the fact that they put rare over there. Previously we were calling them high rolls and low rolls, now they are common and rare, so it's going to be much easier for the newer players to identify when they've got a high roll of a certain bonus. But on the other hand, what I do not like about this is the fact that you are going to be transitioning into a whole new screen. Like before the update, it was a mini screen, and it was not, let's say, as quality or as flashy as this, but I did not mind. I simply found it more practical than this new screen. But another very important thing is the fact that you are going to be able to finally, after 3.5 years of this game being live, you're going to finally be able to upgrade your gears more levels at a time. Let's take a look, guys. I'm not even sure I got the resources to upgrade multiple levels for this. I'm not even going to do so, but just to show you, you can choose the amounts of levels that can upgrade this, and this will save a huge amount of time, and this is an amazing quality of life improvement. They've also done an improvement with the talents, like I think it takes one less click to actually reroll them. I got some free rolls here, let's see. You press free reroll and bam, you get directly into this. I think previously they were asking you another thing and you had to click once more, but now it's going to only take one click, and yeah, that's pretty good. Another thing, because we are in the roster, is going to be the fact that now all the legendary characters are going to be unlocked at 3 stars. And I've unlocked my first legendary character on this account, and that's going to be Brainiac. Not very excited about it though, but I'm very happy that you are able to unlock them at 3 stars. And what does this mean? It means that you're going to be able to unlock Brainiac and Batman Jaguar a lot faster from farming their challenges. And it also means that nowadays you're going to be able to kind of buy, I guess, the shard power up for those certain characters. Like previously you wouldn't want to buy the shard power up for Arkham Knight Batman, for example, because he unlocked that 450 shards and it would be a long way until there, but now he unlocks at 200 shards. And the only reasons why you need this guy is going to be the stun bump and this in order to do the setup for Heartbreaker Harley Quinn. And as far as an Arkham Knight Batman goes in terms of how much damage the Heartbreaker Harley team can do, he will almost work as good at 3 stars as it works at 6 stars, so this will open up a little bit of an earlier gateway towards this team. And yeah, it's only good that those things were implemented. Now, they also implement Martian Manhunter. Might do a separate short review on this guy, but right now I don't really know what to think about him. Like, this passive might make him a great damage dealer in raids and soul rates. Unfortunately, this does not apply to his teammates as well. That would have been amazing. Next up, and yeah, not going to go in depth over this guy. This guy seems to be amazing in Arena NCA and seems to have some potential in solo raids because of this thing. Not sure how it performs in raids, because in raids you will not deal a lot of damage with your basic attacks, or not by default. In solo raids you deal by default because you got a firebox. But yeah, can't wait for this guy to be released and to see you guys use him and to see what strategies and what builds you come up with. And was this everything for the roster? Yeah, I think this was everything for the roster indeed. Now let's move on to the store section and then we'll talk about the box. Okay, so in the store section they've added a separate chest over here. Might do a chest review on this one specifically, but this is basically going to grant you chances to get some materials for your artifacts, and this is going to and some reforges, some of the new reforges. And this is going to, on average, have a chance to drop higher amounts of materials than the artifact chest. So you basically buy the artifact chest if you're missing some artifacts, and you buy this if you want to upgrade your artifacts. And of course the reforges are going to be just great, but they're going to have a pretty low chance to drop. Let's open one, by the way, because why not? See, guys, quality entertainment over here, buying one chest. Oh, by the way, the animation seems to look better than it used to. 3,000? Yeah, I got literally the crappiest reward that I could have gotten. Literally the crappiest reward that I could have gotten. This was a bad idea, but anyways. This is going to be meant for upgrading your artifacts, and you're going to need it because we most likely are going to have multiple blitz right now. And this is going to be overall a pretty good chest, a pretty solid chest, but we'll talk about it more in another way. But again, I don't like the fact that those are going to be chest exclusive. You should have one achievement a day where you get one for free. And of course in the free rewards over here. Like, first of all, I really understand the watching a video for gems. I really agree with that. I think that's a very great way to monetize the games. But 5 gems? 5 gems! Bruh! You're going to get 15 gems a day. You're going to get 150 gems in a month. Actually, not really in a month, but not actually really in a month. You're going to get 150 gems in a month. Like if you watch, no, 150 for one ad. But anyways, it's going to be such a low amount of gems. Like I'm totally for watching videos to get gems. This helps them, this helps us. But put a higher amount of gems in there. And then the complete offer. Many people complain about this, like this is, I think it's the bad implementation of the Cash App or how it is called. It's basically a third-party app that does those and does collaborations between games. And I don't think this will be really worth your time because of the fact that if you are to go all the way and collect all those games, it's going to get to the point where you are pretty much playing both games. Like if you find a game over here that you think you might enjoy and you want to start playing, then yes, it's going to benefit you. But if you just want to do some offers from here to get some quick gems, I don't think it's going to work out well for you. I just don't think it's going to work out well for you and be worth your time. Now, I think this covered pretty much everything but the bugs. Now, let's get into the bugs. Now, getting into the bugs. So, first of all, we got ourselves Multiverse Armored Supergirl. And quickly going over how you play her. Use her against Captain Cold. Use the special one to inflict the burning on the opponent. And at the same time, you use the special tree, and the special tree will bypass Captain's Cold crit immunity. Like Captain Cold, it has crit immunity, but if you play Multiverse Armor Circle, use a special one, and while he has the burn applied, use a special tree, then that's going to ignore the crit immunity. It's not going to be a guaranteed crit, but it's going to work as he was not crit immune. This does not work anymore. Simply does not work anymore. I don't know why, but it does not work anymore. You will not bypass the Captain's Cold crit immunity with this one. And that sucks. Please fix it. Please fix it. I just built my Multiverse Armor Supergirl. Please do fix it. Getting into the next bug. So the next bug is going to be for Batman Ninja Catwoman, but though I don't think the Batman Ninja Catwoman specifically is going to be for all the Batman Ninja characters, and they're going to deal less damage. And I think that is all the way from the Batman Ninja Robin's passive, because he's got this thing called Ninja Lethality, and this will increase the the team's lethal attack damage for the Batman Ninja characters. This most likely does not work anymore. And why? Because they added the stat of critical attack damage on the artifacts. Remember last time when they added a stat on the artifacts that was previously just on one specific place? They added resistance on the entropy. And by adding resistance on the entropy, they bugged for like a month all the resistance all across the board, and that resistance was not working anymore because they added it on something else, so they bugged it for the rest of the things. And I think this is the thing about this. I think that's why Batman Ninja Catwoman does much less damage and Batman Ninja characters don't work anymore properly. I think the lethal attack damage from Batman Ninja Robin does not work properly anymore because they did try to implement lethal attack damage on the new artifacts. And yeah, so far those are the two bugs that I can really put my finger on. Other than that, there's not much yet. If there will be future bugs, I'll try to bring attention to them and I'll inform you guys. But yeah, with all that being said, thank you all for watching. If you enjoyed this, make sure you hit that subscribe button and I'll see you all in the next one.